Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you some more Warcraft 3 action. Playing today's point on the left, we have FoCuS, playing as Orc. Going for the Farseer first, and from the right hand side we have SoC playing as Human with a Mountain King first start. Map is Echo Isles, and you may be thinking, hey, this looks a little bit different. Yeah, this is Echo Isles 2.2. A few changes, you can see just like over here, like the tree lines are different. So we'll see those few changes as they become relevant.
A player's forces are under attack.
Close call on that militia. Could still get sniped off though by a wolf or maybe the Farseer. Gotta be careful about coming back here. It's not healing these up really though with the forest troll. So we've got quite a lot of time left on those wolves, but I suppose SoC doesn't really know that, so maybe reluctant to dispel. The wolf sees that there are no low health peasants, and now I can spot them. Oh, and he aggroed the creeps. Ooh, there's a lot of low health peasants coming back through here, but the Farseer is still quite far away with the next set of wolves. And they're going to make it back to base. They're still vulnerable though. So is the Shadow Priests. Oh, Stormbolt to try and save it. Comes back to the tower.
A player's
use a
forces
couple
are
of heals, so
under
has a
attack.
little bit of mana left. This is some dicey stuff from SoC, but he's handling it quite well. All this pressure. Forest Troll Berserker picked up as well. Have a look at the tick timing. Looks like SoC still hasn't ticked, so probably going to be an expansion at some stage. And a good number of peasants. But having trouble with this headhunter pressure. Definitely a few changes through this section as well. Kind of changed the amount of water there is on the map. Maybe this could change like tower position, stuff like that. Kind of interesting. And through here as well, a lot of changes. But you know, no balance changes, so at least making some tweaks to the map, trying to keep the game fresh. It's appreciated, even on a long-standing classic like Echo Isles. Alright, the pressure on as he tries to creep out the expansion. Militia doing a pretty smooth job so far.
Forces are under
Lots of
attack.
haste, not ideal. Footy's going down really fast to these headhunters though. This was a little bit ugly fit for SoC. Doesn't manage to creep it out. Lost quite a lot of units. And the expansion's going to be even slower. I feel like you kind of need to defend to fight back against this. It would nullify a lot of damage from these headhunters. Here comes another round of militia though. Pushing down the wolves first.
A player's forces are under attack.
Footy's just kind of soaking damage, acting as a distraction, keeping the militia safe. Oh, that's a pretty strong thunderclap. That's level 2 clap. And it does some big damage, but the forest trolls are in some trouble. Headhunters disengaging, now coming back in. Look at their low health army though for SoC. Ooh, it's dicey. Tower upgrading now. A little bit of mana on this MK, just about there for 2 Stormbolts if he really
A
wanted
player's
it.
forces are under attack.
Starts building the expansion. I thought maybe he'd go for a shop, he's just got so many low health units. Oh, slight revision on the creep positioning. It's not quite as deep anymore. There's a path around the back corner.
A town is under siege.
It's a very interesting revision on the map. SoC making full use of it, trying to get away. Ends up going down, but this unit does get away because of that.
Forces are
So
under attack.
nice. There go the wolves, and the expansion gonna complete. Already well into tier 2. GC Level 2 as well. Gone for one bestiary, no, double bestiary, as well as the war mill. Of course, from the headhunters earlier. Now getting the vault coming up. A bit of creeping here from Sock. I don't think I've seen any of the creep camps, like the number of creeps or the type of creeps changed so far. And FoCuS going to be the one taking the central camp. Oh, there's actually a third expansion in the middle. Well, okay, that changes the map a huge amount. How did I not see that till now? I looked at the shop and I was like, oh yeah, well, hold on. All right, bit of harass attempted. The peasant's pretty healthy though, thanks to that regen scroll. I'm bringing the mud golem to assist, but that's going to get picked off quite quickly. Going to have to be a town portal out. Muddy unable to escape. Tries to bring in the militia, but cancels it. Well, could get the grunts here. FoCuS forgetting about it, perhaps. Just leaves it there to die. Very strange. Picks off a footy, though. Back the other direction. MK, pretty strong level. Having gone for Stormbolt and Clap, though. Can't really make use of that attack speed with the bash. And a ward dropped right at the expansion position. Not much experience left on this side of the map as well for Sock. And an expansion coming up behind this for FoCuS. So he's looking to keep the human army contained. Food-wise, they're pretty even at this stage, but these mercenaries, I mean, they're decent, but probably not as well-rounded. Quite a lot of mana, though, on those forest trolls, so plenty of dispel available. Here we go, a bit of crowd control with the ensnares. Bringing in the footies. Oh, chain wave. And Sock getting bullied back to his base. Chain lightning and shockwave combination. Seems like the maybe W3 Champions guys have changed the appearance of some of these. I've got a tavern with a T down here on the minimap. Shops with an S. M for the mercenary camps. Kind of interesting. Okay, we've got the Kodo beast lumbering along. More experience for FoCuS in the center of the map. Looks like Sock gonna go for the corner camp.
Players' forces are under attack.
Ward here. We'll be scouting all this. Couple farms up, trying to guard the town hall. Got a pretty tight formation here. Might be difficult to break, especially coming from this angle. But you know, the angles have changed quite a lot with this map. Got the clarity running now, trying to regen mana on that Mountain King. Got a Blood Mage. A little bit cornered at the moment, trying to repair up the Sanctum, which is under pressure. Double Sanctums. We're going to break as fast. He's going to lose this one. Bit of siphoning there by the Blood Mage. On the TC. Here we go. Human army coming in. Trying to defend this. Pretty even on food count. Siphoning off most of the TC's mana. No more shockwaves now. Frost Troll's getting picked off. Good claps though. Really strong claps. And that MK getting juiced up with the mana. It's going to be a town portal light from FoCuS. These claps threatening to kill his entire army. He picks up the Kodo beast right on the exit. I think that was a good time for FoCuS to escape. One more clap and his whole army would have just about dead. What a turnaround. And he managed to pick off, you know, most of Sock's army. I think he knocked out all but one of the forest trolls. A couple footies perhaps. gets out before he suffers too many losses himself. He's got his expansion up and running, so plenty of gold coming in. Let's level up on the MK though, hits 5 with that camp. And now he's ready for action. He's got the mega clap.
A player's forces are under attack.
Raiders coming in here. Bit of pressure. Chain wave. Ooh, there's the big clap though. Siphoning away, no more shockwaves. But he does have the mana potion. There it goes, chain wave. FoCuS getting out. Oh, look at all those low health orc units that escaped there. Oh, that is really bad for Sock. He tried to build, his base to defend against that, but the chain wave was just too ruthless. He couldn't repair up his base. Too much damage. Peasants all died. Looks like Sock gonna go for the counterattack, and there's no burrow here to keep these peasants, or peons rather, safe. In the meantime, FoCuS going to go for experience in the center, the other expansion position. So ring at +4. Town portaling in. Okay, let's see the positioning. Blood Mage out the back, siphoning away. Shockwave not very effective against all these breakers. Moderate clap there. Didn't get too many orc units. Maybe the next one. Yep, that's a lot stronger. Footy's going to fall. Here goes one raider though. Still got another clap on the MK. That's a strong one. I'll have to town portal out shortly. Eats, but not going to last long. That coda's about to fall. Couple breakers though, getting low. Another clap. Strong one. Does have a burrow up now. And that was an extended fight, but it seems like as the dust settles, Sock taking control. He's still a little bit down on food, but this expansion reconstructed doesn't have enough raiders to re-pressure it anymore. And gonna go in for the burrow kill. Clap. No clap. The burrow's gonna stand. Orc army coming back in. Heal scroll. Blood Mage getting focused down now. Invul potion though, keeping him safe. There goes another raider. Sock on the warpath here. Solid clap. Blood Mage though. Touches the Drown portal. Surviving. What about the TC? He has to pop the invul himself. But Sock forced away. Wanted to keep that Blood Mage alive. Town portal back to the main base. Probably a mistake. Probably wanted the healing from the Arcane Vault, but it was a late town portal. Probably just hit the double click on it. So it goes back to the main base in this case. But, FoCuS didn't lose too much mining time, really, so should be able to bounce back from this. He's actually pushed himself into low upkeep, though. Probably not ideal. He's going to come in for their attack on the main base, and this doesn't have really much defending it. Could be quite vulnerable to this raider attack. We've got 2 damage upgrades. And I imagine FoCuS with pillage as well. Most certainly. Chain wave. Going after the production buildings. Looks like both sanctums are going to fall. Sock trying to the counterattack. Wanting to shut down the mining. Big clap. Might have to town portal back now after this one. Calls in the militia. No more mana on these orc heroes. And it's going to be a town portal trade. Coda's coming in, maybe hoping for a meal. Not going to happen. Lost 1 raider to the clap, it looked like. But that was massive damage. A lot of buildings down, of course, with the pillage. Makes those trades a lot better. Lost all but one peon. But I imagine a couple peasants went down over here as well. Looks like maybe 3 or 4. So this is tough for Sock. Gonna rebuild that tower now. It almost feels like this Echo Isles is maybe a tiny bit larger as well. Don't know if that's true, but feels a little bit like that. Okay,
forces are under attack.
flying machine, scouting out the location. Control Magic Wolf doing some harass there. Okay, gonna come into the human base, but the human army's still back here. See if he can go spot it. Maybe if it was nighttime, MK could have got some damage done there, but the Orc army running away. Tauren Chieftain very close to 5. This endurance aura giving Sock the run around. But a good rotation with the Mountain King. Can he get in range? He kind of needs boots, I'd say. Okay, there we go. Gets the Stormbolt off on the Kodo Beast. Control Magic on the Wolves. Good clap there on the Orc army. Got a couple priests out the back. I'm sure they want to be targeted. Another strong clap. Blood Mage out to the side. Going to siphon off a good chunk of mana. That's a town portal out from FoCuS. One more clap and he would have been in some trouble there. Gets out. Pops a lot of regen. Scouts out. Another expansion attempt. That 3rd expansion mine. Possible on this map now. So that flying machine getting some very nice intel and going to send the wolves into harass. Looks like they're not going to get much done though. About to time out.
A player's
Town
forces are
portal
under
and
attack.
an invul as well as a heal potion on the blood mage. So he's well stocked for this next fight. Because he knows he's going to get focused. Banishes himself though. Good stall tactic. Siphoning a good chunk of mana. Pops the heal potion. Meanwhile, MK just slapping all the Orc army. Pops the invul now. Manages to sustain this fight for a long time with all of those consumables. Siphoning a bit more mana. The clap. But the Blood Mage goes down. He doesn't pop the town portal scroll he had. Uh-oh. That's bad news for Sock. Trying to extract himself now. Luckily, only one raider. Not too much of a punish with the ensnares. But Sock is playing that fight so well. That shockwave unit comes through
Under attack.
relatively slowly. Still managed to pop the town portal scroll on time. Makes me wonder if he's lagging a bit. His last town portal was also delayed. Buys back the Blood Mage though from the tavern. Doesn't take much for him to get mana to execute a siphon, so unlike most heroes, he's quite relevant immediately after coming back from the tavern without having to buy any more consumables. And we've got these 2 extra null camps in the center. Interesting. Neither player has crept them though. Fly machine again scouting this out. Orc army gonna find a priest, gonna pick that off. But here we go, FoCuS with the 2nd expansion. Main mine's 1200 or so gold left. So he's about to accelerate his army. Okay, we've got a couple Wind Riders. Only one flying machine. Doesn't look like he's got the flat cannons either. So not very well equipped to deal with this air. And that's probably a good counter to these breakers. Okay, he's going to pump out a couple riflemen to counter, but FoCuS poised to take control with a much larger army now. He's pumping these units. Coming in for the base again. 2 towers up here. Big shockwave. Peasants all about to fall. Going to be a town portal in for Sock and a town portal out for FoCuS. Happy to just kill off 80% of the peasants and then exit. It's good resource trade from him, and bringing the human army down to this corner all the way off this expansion. So the counterattack would be very slow from Sock. Cashes in an item there, maybe gloves of haste. He still had them. And looks like FoCuS going to come in for an attack on the main base next. He has 2 towers, this one not upgraded. Did eventually go for castle. Don't know if we've really seen anything from that stage of tech yet though. There we go, another town portal across from Sock. Fly machines versus the Wind Riders. Stormbolt soaking off the mana from the Farseer. Pretty strong clap there on the Orc army again. Fly machines posturing. They're going to come in on the Wind Riders. They come back in again. Another strong clap. The Kodo Beast looking for a meal and they both get it. Has to focus those down. Needs those units back. The Blood Mage nearly goes down but still alive. MK ultimate possible. He's got the Paladin here now for the heal on the Blood Mage, so he's just staying alive. Got a nice now as well. Very strong option against these raiders, and that's going to be a town portal out from FoCuS. And managed to take down all of the Wind Riders? I thought he only had 2 or 3 flying machines. I felt like the Wind Riders could have just attacked them back and won. Maybe FoCuS was using them against the ground units. A very surprising win by Sock. It was all down to that Paladin, man. Couple clutch heals on the Blood Mage. FoCuS trying to attack that target. I was going to say focus it down, but it gets a bit confusing. And there we go. Not too shabby for Sock. Good tail into that fight for sure. Gotta come in here, but it's only 2 raiders still. The chain wave though makes these repairs so hard. Has to town portal across. Strong clap. Knocks out a raider very quickly with that Mountain King. He's got a mana potion as well.
Forces are under attack.
Oh, Knight left behind. Ooh, that's expensive unit to lose. Kodo Beast though, what's this doing down here? 2 Kodo Beasts. What are they doing? Okay, well that's, you know, I think the Knight's still more expensive than a Kodo, but can't complain if you Sock. Let's level up on the Paladin now as well, so he's not really that squishy. Decides to go for the invulnerability instead of the armor aura.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alright, Sock's still way behind on food count. What happened to that? I thought he had 2 knights. Just the flying machines up there at the moment. Backing himself into a bit of a corner. MK at the front and he pops the ultimate. The Avatar. Now he's a beefy boy. Can he solo the Orc army? Blood Mage. Decent siphon. Needs to start siphoning across to his own heroes. Oh, the MK getting a bit low. He did a pretty strong job. Has to town portal eventually. Brought the food count almost back to even. I think FoCuS had maybe close to a 15 food lead at the start. Maybe a bit more. Maybe 20. Pretty strong fight with the Avatar. Looks like he doesn't want to heal up the MK at this stage. Maybe he wants to pop the Holy Light on him once he's come out of Avatar. He's lost that bonus health. Try to milk a bit more healing value out of it, which is kind of interesting. Yep, there it is. All about those wee efficiencies. The Wolves, meanwhile, really hurting the economy of Sock. This is his only mine. Just about knocking out this Stormbolt. Siphoning off not too much. Decent clap but non-credible. FoCuS still with a 10 food lead. A good job of shutting down that siphon, and that's a town portal out. MK gets very low. Oh, a couple breakers.
A player's
Just
forces
surviving.
are under attack.
Control magic on the wolves. Could go send them off for a counterattack. A lot of very low health peons over here. No burrow anymore to defend them. Pops a regen scroll. So FoCuS maybe trying to bank a little bit at 50. Restarting this production. Flying machine up here, providing vision for those wolves. And here we go, the wolf counterattack. Take out a couple peons here, perhaps. As long as he micros correctly. There's two, but he had, I think he had 3 extras laying about. Human army going to attack this. It is a little bit closer. Might have to town portal back to his expansion. He does have a TP. No other consumables at this stage. Orc army going to come in and hasn't fully repaired up this expansion. This could be a little bit risky with that chain wave. Peasants not going to start repairs on this. Oh, very, very late. This could be trouble for Sock. Oh, he gets in. Town portal out. Lost his expansion. Oh, and then Sock has to throw in the towel. So late starting up the repairs, and the expansion was already... what was it? About 400 health down to start off the fight. Costly mistake for Sock. Yeah, no, well done by FoCuS, eventually finding the opportunity to win the game. That third expansion, does add a new element into the Eco Isles matchup. And yeah, great game. Some strong fights from Sock. That first expansion, that got delayed like crazy. But with that strong fight at his base, just about turned things around completely. Very well done. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. Thanks for tuning in to some more Warcraft 3 action. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.